situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Tua. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That is incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Tua to throw again. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Able to connect with Mims. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Carrier.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua going to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
On play action, here's Tua. Able to find Shaheen here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down, Miami.
Tua now on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And down to the 11. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands though.
Yeah.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 3. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on second and 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two and now on 1st down. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Kickoff for Miami.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Dolphins 31, Jets 7.
Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. This is Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd down. 3rd and 13.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabari Zuniga, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
To Matt Breida.
Matt Breida, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice run you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's a 4th and goal.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And they'll indeed take a knee. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down.
Today's final score.
So a victory here.